My dear colleagues, today, the 29th September 2014, just before 13th September 2014, a remarkable day in my life, as this very day is the end of my journey, which I had started through the soil of this organization in the year 1987. From that period up to today, it is almost 27 years I have spent my life with you. You two accompanied me to complete this journey. During this period, I had the opportunity to share the joys and sorrows of life with you, and I'm proud to offer my precious part of life to this organization. My honorable colleagues have already expressed their views from various angles. I do agree with their views, so I think there is nothing is left to mention. But there are some undisclosed memorable incidents which are related to this journey. I would like to share with the existing teaching staff of this organization. During the course of my journey, I had the opportunity to join B.Ed College at Ananda Chandra Training College, Jalpaiguri, in the session 1991. You are quite familiar with the atmosphere of B.Ed colleges. Besides learning and teaching activities, co-curricular activities is a common factor in all B.Ed colleges. Every Saturday, each and every trainee of the institute has to take part in co-curricular activities. Generally, most of the trainees took part in co-curricular activity class by means of singing, dancing, acting, beating tablas, and playing various musical instruments. My experience in these fields are almost nil, so I was bound to take the class by means of a short speech based on individual difference, and the speech is still fresh in my memory. Sri Paresh Chandra Rai, existing teaching staff of this organization, being my B.Ed mate, has witnessed the speech, and the speech is like this. Today we have assembled in the courtyard of this organization to refresh our minds through the media of various colorful activities. And these activities play a vital role in our daily life, no doubt. And it was my first sentence. After delivery of my first sentence, I noticed that the hall was pin drop silent. Later, I proceeded towards my speech. On this occasion, I like to draw your kind attention about the process of expression by different categories of people in a society. As you know that there are different categories of people in a society. Some are poets, some are writers, some are philosophers, some are psychologists, and some are the common people like us. In my opinion, a poet always tries to express his thoughts and desire indirectly, whereas common people like us always try to express his thoughts and desire directly. What I'm going to tell is entirely based on my opinion, and my opinion may or may not be accepted by others. But it is fact that each and every person has his own way of thinking and expressing. Anyway, I like to clear my opinion in a very simple way. In this regard, I like to refer a poem written by Robert Frost, and the name of the poem is Stopping the Woods on a Snowy Evening. Here I like to mention two lines of this poem. Woods are lovely, dark and deep, miles to go before I sleep, miles to go before I sleep. And the substance of the poem is like this. The poet riding on the horseback suddenly stopped between the woods and the frozen lake. The horse could not understand why his master stopped there. But in the eyes of the poet, there was a beautiful sight. The atmosphere was full of silence, but the silenceness is disturbed with three beautiful sounds. These are the blowing of wind, drifting of snow, and the sound of the harness bell. And it was the beautiful sight in the eyes of the poet. So the poet wanted to enjoy this beautiful sight for a moment, but he had no time because he has to reach his destination. Actually, the poet became bold. He loves this beautiful very much. So he compares this world with this beautiful sight. Like this way, a poet always tries to express his thoughts and desire indirectly, whereas common people like us always try to express his thoughts and desire directly. After delivery of the speech, I realized that I was able to establish my speech successfully. Practically speaking, by this time my position is just like Robert Frost because time does not allow me to stay with you anymore. Anyway, time has come to say goodbye, huh, all of you. At last, I pray to God so that you may have a nice journey in this profession. Closed.